Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Hellman. Welcome to our very interesting Fall 2020 Healthcare of Communities course. So I'm going to do several videos, post those for you to do your orientation to this course. And then what we'll do is we'll have a general question and answer Zoom. It's on your student calendar. I believe it's Tuesday evening that we are going to do that. And so there will be several videos for 4430, which is the didactic course, and then there's going to be several videos for 4431, which is the clinical course. So first, let's just get started with the 4430, which is the didactic course. And so you are seeing my screen exactly as it appears for me. I'm doing this on Sunday afternoon. There's still going to be a few changes. But I wanted to try to get these up and going for you so you can have access to them first thing Monday. So first of all, you're going to see this first announcement in both of your courses, 4430 and 4431. Of course, there's lots of policy changes with COVID, but right here you're going to see some important numbers that you may need during this semester. So as I was saying, these are some important numbers you may need, hopefully not, but that you might need during this semester. Health Services Accessible Education Center, what used to be called the Office of Disabilities, and University Police. So as well as all the different policies you're hearing about COVID-19, here's just some other things that you might want to read and be aware of. So I do encourage you to take some time to do that as you're orienting yourself to the course. So let's go on into course materials and the content. Of course, let's get into the syllabus. It's your basic syllabus that you've had all of these semesters before. Just want to point out a few things for you. I hope you are using the 6th edition of the Mary Jo Clark Population and Community Health Nursing course. Community health is different, and I want you to approach it with an open mindset because it's going to be different than other classes you've had before. It's a lot more gray area, less black and white over a lot of things. Your course objectives are here. Now, prior to coming to class on Wednesday morning, you will need to do a syllabus quiz. It's just my way of saying we've gone over the syllabus, that you're aware of what's in it. I think I've said it to where you can take it 3 times. It's open book. Please don't stress over it. Just go through it. So some of the course objectives are on the quiz. So here they are. We have a large section devoted to the culture of civility and how we're going to respond and act in our course. And this is how you will earn your grade in this course. Of course, it is a didactic course. You're going to have quizzes. You will see on the course calendar, you'll have them about every 2 weeks. In addition to the syllabus quiz, which is included in your grade. So that's an easy way to give yourself a little grade boost. But you'll have 4 quizzes. You'll have 1 midterm and 1 final. The midterm will be from the very beginning this week till the date of the midterm, and the final is comprehensive from the very beginning of the semester to the end. Both the midterm and the final, I always let you know percentage-wise where the quizzes are coming from, what chapters, etc., to help you prepare. I always have students ask me, how is it best to study for this class? The quizzes are going to help you study for the midterm and final. The quizzes are going to be definitions because public health and community health, they both have a large language component. It's going to be like you're learning new language again, just like you did when you came in as a sophomore too. So the quizzes are going to get some of that stuff cemented for you. The midterm and final are going to be higher level application type questions, case studies, those types of things. I tell every student, if you cannot come across a term and write it down to some degree, you don't know the material. So I encourage you to think about that as you study. Don't procrastinate. There's a lot of terms. There's a lot of things to learn in this course. So try to make sure you're studying throughout the course. And I'm going to show you a way during the first lecture to kind of organize your notes, because the textbook is laid out almost identically in every chapter the same way, and that will help you as well. So you have your quizzes, your midterm, your final, your vulnerable population paper, which I'll talk about in depth shortly, your vulnerable population presentation. Your paper is up to 15 pages. It is a group paper. I'm going to talk more about you selecting your group shortly. It used to be an individual paper, so please no groaning for 15 pages of a group paper. But your vulnerable population paper, and then you have sorry, this is what I get for being outside. Just had a bug to me. A vulnerable population presentation, which we'll talk about as well. And we're going to be really flexible, because while I'm intending that we are going to do this in class, we all know as we progress through the semester, it may be all online, just depends on what happens with COVID. And so your presentations will either be in person or they will be online. And then professionalism is a component of your grade. Now, one thing that's different about this semester is that your attendance is not mandatory. We're very much more lenient with absences due to the COVID situation. We do not want you coming to class if you think in any way you've been exposed or are sick. So just know that the absence part and the absenteeism part is not going to be a part of that grade. Okay. However, if you're someone who is signed up to be at class every week and you are coming in repeatedly tardy to where the class is being disrupted, then that's going to cost you some points of your professionalism grade. And then if we should have a guest speaker or your peers are presenting or something like that and you act disrespectfully, then we're going to take off for that as well. Okay? So that's how you get your grade. You may notice that we have changed the grade range. Last year, I believe it was, the faculty voted to do this. So this is how you will get your grades. As always, there is a student academic misconduct policy. I encourage you strongly to visit this if you haven't lately. Please note that plagiarism is something we take seriously, as well as cheating. And really, guys, it's not worth it. You're here in your last semester. Stay the course. Don't cheat. Don't be tempted to cheat. If you're tempted, walk away. Just please don't do it. Okay. And then this just talks about disability accommodations and how you can get those. I encourage you, if you have anything that impairs or affects in a negative way your ability to learn in the classroom setting or online, please let us know. Okay, we do this every semester with different students. Do not feel like it labels you or signals you out. It protects your academic career, and that's how you have to look at it. COVID-19. This is new information in the syllabus that you've never seen before. Please, please, please read this. Read also the university's return to campus student handbook. It's at this hyperlink, okay? Please note, you are going to be required to wear a face covering, and that means wear it correctly over your nose and mouth at all times. Now, our class times are lengthy. I am going to be very diligent. I always am, but particularly more so this semester. You will get a break every 45 to 50 minutes to get up and to go take a break. Please think about social distancing while you're out taking a break, okay? We're trying to keep all of you as healthy as possible to get you through this semester and get you to graduation. While you're in class, you are expected to wear your mask. I am okay with you pulling it up to take a drink of water or to take a small bite of something to eat, particularly if you're someone who has blood sugar issues or something like that. But it cannot be pulled down or up for an excessive amount of time. It needs to be over your mouth and nose. Of course, we've got seating arrangements done. They've gone through and blocked off a lot of seats in the auditorium, and that is just the way it's going to have to be. I want you to also think about trying to avoid climbing over people to get to your seat. Know that some people are caregivers for very vulnerable populations, and they're trying to finish their degree trying to be healthy and trying not to make anyone else healthy. So just be aware of that and think about that. Do note that there are consequences for not following these COVID protocols, and that there is a process here. Number 5, you read over this, please, regarding any absences that you might have due to COVID-19. In addition, I went ahead and put this in the syllabus, even though this is the didactic course. Please read these and be aware of the quarantine guidelines, particularly regarding clinical facilities. Okay. Also, please note, we still have a fall break, but please note this, okay, that if you leave on a cruise ship or you go out of the U.S., you're going to have to quarantine for 14 days. If you think, well, I can do it and nobody will find out, that's a big gamble to make during this last semester before graduation. I would recommend you not try it. This statement here pretty much just allows us to be very fluid, very flexible as things change through the semester. So no, just as we've communicated over the summer, we are really good about communicating, Dr. Hurley and I, and we will let you know as things change or as university policies change, the best of our ability. These are just some general things that are normally in the syllabus, so I want you to just read through these yourself. If you have questions, please let me know. On 16, yes, all cell phones and pagers are turned off. I'm okay for them to be on vibrate, particularly if you're someone who you are the primary caregiver for, or you have children that are in the local school system. So I just want you to leave them on vibrate as long as you are not repeatedly texting, looking down, laughing, surfing, that type of thing that disrupts the class. I'm okay with that. All of our lectures will be Zoom recorded this semester. You will need to print this off and drop it in the corresponding Dropbox. Okay? So that concludes the part for the course syllabus, and I will have some more for you to listen, to watch, and to listen to, and to gather your questions and have them ready for our Q&A session.